Hello, my loves. Welcome to my channel. This is Chrissy the Medium, and today I wanted to do a video on Anna Walshe. I did some channeling for her on Friday and Saturday, so I wanted to put out what I picked up from her before any more information comes out. Now, before we get started, psychic visions are not facts. Everything I get can be either literal or symbolic. And what I pick up on are just little pieces, right? Little puzzle pieces of what actually happened. It's not something that I get direct. So it can be a little confusing, and I have to try to figure out how this all connects. All right. So on Friday, I did some channeling. Now, when I did my channeling, I always go in blind, meaning I know very, very little about the case. And that just helps me with picking up information, because I know that what I'm seeing and what I'm picking up is from spirit and not because I read it in an article. So I don't like knowing too much when I channel anything or anyone, because it just helps me be as accurate as I possibly can be. And so when I channeled Anna, the first thing she said to me was, check the cell phone records. Now, I don't know if she means hers or she means her husband's. Okay, she said to check cell phone records. Now, at the time, I did not know she had a husband, okay? So I did pick up a male around her energy. It felt like a romantic partner. Okay, so I did pick up on that person, and immediately I thought this person could be a suspect, possibly. Okay, so remember, I don't know, when I did this, I don't know anything. Now, she showed me a vision of her that she dropped something. And I see her with her purse, like she has her purse and she dropped something. And the way that I see in my vision is she's wearing either a dress or skirt. It looks black to me, or dark colored. And she's wearing some stockings with some heels. And that doesn't mean that she's wearing that. Maybe that's just the way I'm seeing it in my vision. But she's showing me that she dropped something. So I don't know if she dropped her phone or she dropped something that she dropped, and she went to pick it up, and I can see her purse. Okay, so I don't know what she's trying to tell me. This could be symbolic or literal. She also shows me a vision of her pulling something, and then she falls back from, like, when you pull something so hard that force kind of just like you fall back. Well, it does seem like something falls on her. I'm not sure if something falls on her or not, but I do see her pulling something and pulling and pulling, and then she falls back. So I don't know what that's about, but that is something that she does show me. Now, she told me that whatever happened to her before she had to go to work. She said a day or two before. Now, when I did this, like I said, I did not know she was supposed to leave on the 3rd, so it would make sense for her telling me that whatever happened to her happened 2 days before, which would mean the 1st. So she said yes, that the January 1st is what, whatever happened to her on that day. She does show me she's arguing with someone. Feels like a male to me. She tells me that she has been robbed. Now, you can be robbed in many ways. She could be robbed from her life. She could have been robbed from an object, right? Maybe in her purse she had money and she was robbed. Or she's saying that whatever happened to her happened because they wanted to take something from her. Right, so that could be robbing somebody. Whatever happened to her, I do see that it's dark outside. Now that I'm doing this, I realize it's most likely in the early hours of the day, but it's dark. okay? And when I did this reading, I was already picking up, or I was kind of heading towards a certain direction. Spirit kind of just like was like, nope, you are heading in the wrong direction. I thought she was probably robbed by a stranger or something along those lines. But Spirit was like, no, 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 no. She says, it's not a stranger who robbed me. It's somebody I know. So I'm like, okay, rewind. It's somebody that you know. Now, when she said, well, when she showed me that there's some type, like there's a male, like a romantic partner around her, I actually got a vision of how he looked. And when I saw her husband, my jaw dropped. That's exactly who I saw. So I was spot on with what I visioned him, how he looked, his hair, the way he dressed, his demeanor, everything was him, except he kind of looked a little younger in my head. He kind of looked a little younger, but it was pretty much spot on with how he looked physically. And so then from that moment on, I was kind of leaning more towards him, okay? Because at first I thought it was a stranger, because I have to assume, right? I have to assume the very basic. Maybe she doesn't know this person, right? But I was corrected. She knows. Whatever happened to her, she knows. I picked up that she was a flight attendant, or I questioned it because I felt a lot of flying, or her being on a plane a lot. So I put flight attendant, and then I put question mark. Now I know, right, recording this, I know that is because she flies frequently, but I didn't know that. I thought maybe that was her profession. Now she shows me a vision of her being hurt in the stomach and then her falling to the ground. I don't know if this is symbolic or literal. Now it could mean that she was hurt, and that's her way of saying I was hurt, I was wounded. Or she's telling me I was wounded in the stomach. And that is something that we'll find out later on. But as of right now, that is what she showed me. I heard the words in my mind. I heard the words. I knew I was going to get hurt. Okay, and she told me that whatever happened to her has been brewing or has been gaining momentum the past 3 weeks. Okay, so either something happened 3 weeks ago, or this idea of whatever happened to her was thought out 3 weeks in advance, right? So I have to look back at 3 weeks. What happened 3 weeks ago, or leading up to New Year's Day? Now, I did channeling on Friday, and I did channeling on Saturday. And on Friday, I wrote down, check the back of the car, question mark. And on Saturday, I also did channeling, and I was talking to my partner, and I told him, I had a vision of her being put in the back of the trunk. I didn't realize that in my notes, I wrote, check the back of the car, question mark. And when I looked at my notes and I remembered what I said to my partner, I realized I said the same thing in different ways. Okay, I heard check the back of the car, and then with him, I actually saw a vision of her being put in the back of the car. So there has to be some type of significance or evidence, DNA of Anna in the back of a car, maybe his car, her car, a friend's car, a family member's car, some car in the back of the trunk or the back of the car. There is some evidence with Anna's DNA. She showed me 2 numbers. Okay, I got 20 or 20 something, and I got 46. Now, I learned that 46 has to do with his age. I believe he is 46 years old, which kind of validates that. But I also got 20 something, so I don't know if it's 20 miles or 20 something miles away, 20 something minutes away. Okay, so, or 20 something hours, right? Something about 20 something is some relevance, could be where she's located at. Now, I'm also picking up that there has been some type of change of plans, or either some type of change of plans, A, B, abandonment, or C, her walking away from something. Okay, and this is what I am picking up on. So I don't know if she was asking for a divorce, or she said she was going to get a divorce, or they made a plan together and she decided she's not going to go through with the plan and wants to walk away from whatever situation that she was in. Okay, I do pick up sadness in her eyes, so I do feel that she was not happy with her life situation, whether it's her marriage, her job, whatever is going on in her life. I do feel that she had some type of sadness. So I'm wondering if she was ready, or she was going to walk away from this. Okay, so that is a possibility. Okay, so as far as location, this is what I was able to pick up on. So, okay, so she tells me that she's either in, or maybe it's like the town over or something like that. Starts with the letter M. Okay, so a town, or maybe it's a town over, or maybe 2 towns over. It starts with the letter M. She's near that. Okay, she shows me. Okay, so I'm gonna put a picture up because I actually was looking through the map, and I found a location that looks similar to what I saw. It doesn't mean that this is her exact location. Maybe it is, who knows? But visually, this is how it looks like. She shows me a road that has these metal barriers. And behind it, she shows me some water and tall grass, okay? And the way I see her is that she's like upside down, like her face is facing the water, like she's upside down. And I don't know if that's how she is actually, or maybe symbolic, right? I don't know. Hopefully she, it's, I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna say it, okay? I don't want to assume anything, but that is what I am seeing. That is all. I do see her upside down. It seems like it's in water. Maybe water is like 2 feet, maybe 2-3 feet tall. So it's like a small little water, maybe like a little creek or something. It's something like a swampy area or something like that. You'll see the picture. You'll see what I'm seeing, and that's kind of the area that she's in something like that, or something similar to it, maybe not exactly like that. Maybe she could be next to something like that, maybe off the side, right? She doesn't have to be exactly in that type of environment, but she does show me that, and there's a reason. So I do smell like muddy. It smells muddy. So I don't know if she's near mud, or that's just her way of saying I'm outside, right? I'm outside. I'm not in a building or hiding. I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong, right? But I don't feel like she's buried somewhere. It doesn't feel that way. But it doesn't mean that it's not, okay? Maybe I'm just not picking it up. Maybe I'm not. I am going to keep channeling for her, okay? So I will be picking up new things. And if I do pick up new things, I'll write it on my community post, or on my Facebook page, or I'll keep updating what I am picking up. Maybe I'm not seeing it now, but maybe I'll see it today or tomorrow or 2 days from now, right? So as of right now, that is what I am picking up on Anna Walshe. I do feel, allegedly, right? This is all alleged, nothing is fact, that her husband has something to do with her disappearance, either directly or indirectly. I do feel that, and I knew that from the very beginning, where it picked up her romantic partner is involved. I do strongly feel that he has something to do with her disappearance. I don't believe that she had an emergency and she had to leave. That is made up. I not for 1 second, when I read that in the article, after I channeled, I read it, I said, no, that is complete lie, 1,000 lie, okay? She did not have to leave early she did not. So that was a made up, that is just something he said to cover up. That is made up. I do not believe that the fire in her old former home is a coincidence. It is not, okay? It is not. There is too much evidence. There is too much going on inside of that home that can be used against him, and he needs to get rid of it. So whether he started the fire or he hired someone to start a fire or something happened, but that fire has something to do with her disappearance. Okay. All right. So as far as right now, I'm looking at my papers. I'm not picking up on anything else. So this is where I'm going to end this reading for right now. And if I do get more information, maybe I'll do another video. If not, make sure to follow me to stay updated and get notified when I write on my community posts about Anna. Hopefully we find her soon. I always hope at the end that they can find them alive and safe, especially for the children, because those kids are the ones who are going to suffer the most. Selfish actions from the parent, right? From the husband. Those 3 boys are the ones who are going to be affected the most. And I always wish that the victims are found alive and safe. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that is going to be the case, but I can be wrong. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate if you made it this far. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this case. And until next time.